Hello, my darlings. Welcome in. This is not your usual tarot reading. In fact, it's not a tarot reading at all. This is the highly anticipated, much adored, world famous color and chat, which is a thing that I have never done and I've never heard of anywhere else, but I'm going to try it. I just thought it might be fun to break up the energy on the channel a little bit and to encourage everyone to take 20 minutes or so of their day and just sort of breathe and do something just for yourself. I encourage you to take this video into a room with a coloring book perhaps of your own, or maybe you crochet or you paint or whatever it is that makes you happy, unless it's reading, and this probably won't work for you, but anything that we can chat with while you do it. You know, get a decadent beverage of your choice, be that an adult beverage or something like myself. I prefer chai latte, which I don't actually have today, but I am gonna probably make that a part of this for me. And we're just gonna take a deep breath and release it, and release the day, release the morning, the night before, whatever it is, and just sort of be in the moment, and have a little time for yourself. Don't think about anything else. Don't worry about anything else. Just let's talk, you and me. I have not colored anything, probably. I mean, since I was, a teenager maybe, but yeah, I did used to paint. I am artistic. I used to paint murals for a living for a while there. So this is sort of up my alley, and I think it's something I'm going to enjoy. Got myself some new markers. Got myself an assortment of coloring books. We're going to start with this Disney Animals coloring book. I have no idea what picture to put in or to start with. We're going to see. Ta-da, ta-da. Oh my, it's very mosaic-y. Lots of stuff to color. I'm not finishing one of these while we sit here. Yeah. Oh, that's the beast with a bunch of roses. That's pretty. I don't know. Sidekicks. Let's see who we got over here. Alice. Oh, I love Alice. I feel very kindred with Alice. That's pretty. That's really pretty. I like that. I don't know what to pick. There's Merida. There's another Alice. I'm feeling a little overwhelmed because it's a lot of coloring. Obviously, I'm not going to finish it today, but I'm going to pick one that we'll just stick with until we get finished. Oh, this is the one we're going to do. We're going to do Cleo. Have to kind of open this up. I'm like totally intimidated now all of a sudden. I'm like, oh, can I color this? You know what? Here's the thing, people. There are no rules in coloring. She is Cleo the goldfish, but if I want to paint her in multiple colors, I could do that. I feel like I scared myself. I'm going to pick something else. Oh, there's stuff at the back too. I'll have to read that as we go along. Oh, there's the little birds from Cinderella, I think. All right, we're just going to do this. I'm going to open to this page. This is what we're painting. Oh. Apparently we're going to paint Marie, who's a white cat. So I'm like, well, how do you paint Marie? We're going to step out of the box here, I guess. Let's see. I'm going to start with pink because pink is a good Marie color. I like these markers because they've got a very fine tip on that end and a wider brush stroke, like almost a paint on this one. In case you're looking for pens, I got these on Amazon. I think they were probably less than $20 or maybe like $19, something like that, because I don't have big budget, so it was going to be something on the cheaper side. Wow, I'm like really intimidated by all the shapes in here, but look, hearts. We'll start there. Let's start with the tiny side. Whew. So how was your day? As we get higher up in subscribers, what I really want to do is I want to do these live a few times a week. I would love that. That's like my dream or my vision for this. I would like to do this with you guys live and have this just be our moment. every few days to check in with one another, to, share, to comfort one another, support one another, encourage one another, cheer one another. I would love that to become something that we did regularly. But I got to get to 1,000 subscribers before we can go live. So if you haven't subscribed yet, if you would, and share the channel and all that fun stuff, that would be fantastic and very much appreciated. Okay, I'm already going to tell you that my whole neatness thing needs to be out the window. We're just going to do that. Put the pens over here. Try not to break anything. And I'm going to move on to purple. I think one of the things that I wanted to talk about today, just since it's only me and I'm just going to have to ramble at you guys. I have been working on, it's January. Obviously, I'm pretty new year focused. And I did this thing this year where I chose a word of the year. I chose the word ambitious. The reason for that is because I wanted to give myself permission to be ambitious. I wanted to give myself permission to go for all the things that are in my head that I don't ever actually go for, because I get bogged down by this, that, or the next thing and don't ever actually do it. And it was great for the first 2 days. And I sorted out a lot of stuff that I did indeed want to do. And then I started having conversations with my guides about, what's actually important and what should be priority. And so I've decided I'm gonna hold on to ambitious for my year, because I would like this year to end. I'd like to look back at the end of this year and go like, wow, I did a lot. Because I'm usually happy at the end of the year with what I've accomplished, but this just, I don't know, I wanted to get more physical with what I accomplish, I guess, like more tangible, because I accomplish a lot of spiritual things usually, relational things sometimes, but not physical, tangible, like back in the day when I had like the live streams and the newsletter and the magazine and all of that. I felt a lot more, not accomplished exactly, but just like I got more done than I do anymore. But that being said, I talked to my guides and did some meditation on it, and where I think I want to go with this is I want to break it down and do a different word for every month. And so for January, I think what I'd like my word to be is consistent. I think consistency is probably the thing I struggle with the most. A lot of that's because of my spiritual gifts, because I hear my guides, and I'll be doing something and then I'll hear a guide come in with, okay, but do this instead, or this needs done, or would you mind putting this out in the universe? Would you mind doing this kind of energy work? I get distracted a lot. And I would just like, especially as, we've birthed this tiny baby YouTube channel. I would like some time to focus on it. So I've chosen consistent for January. I'm actually going to give myself a 30-day challenge, where what I would like to see happen over the next 30 days with the YouTube channel is I would like to be consistent at putting up videos every single day. I have a number in mind. I'm not going to make that public just because I would like to keep this to myself, so that if I don't hit it, I don't feel publicly like I failed at something. I struggle with that from time to time. So I do want to put up, like I said, I do want to put up content consistently all month. I would like it to be every day, but I know that that's a little unrealistic. I just think it's important that if I skip a day, that I come back. I come back to it and I don't miss. So far, I haven't missed more than one day. And I'm really proud of the work that I'm putting up here. I'm really proud of the readings that I've done. Those of you who I know personally and message me regularly have told me that you've been enjoying the videos, and I appreciate that. Hopefully others feel that way as well. We're starting to get views, small numbers, but every number it matters. It represents a soul. It represents a being. It represents a life you've touched. And I think that that's, amazing. It's something I'm very honored by. So that's one area that I want to be really consistent in. The other areas that I want to be really consistent in is, I think sleep to a certain degree. I maybe I should just define it as health. I've spent the last, 7-8 months or something like that working on my health. I've been doing Beachbody stuff, workouts, and Shakeology, which I absolutely adore. Even when I eat chunk, the Shakeology makes me feel like I'm being nutritioned. I find that the Shakeology really knocks out my cravings and such, which I really enjoy it. But I haven't been consistent with it. I've been doing workouts, again, not consistently. I've improved my stamina quite a bit, but haven't really lost a lot of weight because I'm not consistent with food. I'm not even consistent with the workouts. I'll do 1 week where I'm really consistent and then, get a lot in, and then the next week I'm busy. So I would like to be more consistent there. I would like to be more consistent with just kind of my health in general. Like, I want to switch to more of a morning routine, and I would like to switch my eating. I'm actually considering going vegan for a week. And the reason I'm only planning on maybe going vegan for a week is because it's like a pendulum shift. It's like my eating is like way over here, and vegan to me is way over here. So I feel like I want to shock my body and everything and go whoosh way over here for a week, and then maybe settle somewhere in the middle. I do tend to eat, I don't eat a lot of animal protein, but I do eat, I do eat it. And I don't have an ethical or moral imperative to not eat it. In fact, my guides have told me more than once that beef in particular is one of the better grounding agents for me. So after heavy duty meditations, I often need to have, a burger or even just like a ground beef patty or something to kind of come back down to reality. So I just feel like for a week though, just to try it, to eat very intuitively, to eat natural, clean, vegan food. That's the other thing I think I'm going to try to pull together in January. Just to see what it does to my body, what it does to my mind, what it does to my energy level, all of that. I have a lot more energy and stamina, like I said, now than I did like a year ago. God, I don't know if you know me personally, you'll know. But 2020 and the first part of 2021 anyway, really did a number on that for me, because I used to get all my exercise running around Disney World and wasn't able to do that. And so because of that, I got to the point where we're like walking up a flight of stairs. Y'all know, if you were watching me at all and I would do those lives, and it's like, I could go like 10 feet. I was sucking wind. I had to sit down a lot. I'm in much, much, much better shape than that. I still have worlds to go. But, that's the same with anything. It's like you got to start somewhere. And it's okay to go slow. Slow and steady is valid. I don't know what you're struggling with right now or doing right now, but I'm telling you, baby steps. It is a valid decision. It's a valid method of transportation. I did that one already. I think that, we can be so hard on ourselves sometimes and just, feel like we're failing or lagging behind everybody else, especially with social media. Everybody puts up their highlight reel and it looks so great. And then your life doesn't, necessarily match up. Well, their life doesn't match up either. It's just one of those things where if you take social media, I think, for inspiration and leave it at that and just look at like, okay, this is this person's high point. Yay on them. Um, I have my high points too, my low points, my high points, my in-between points. Um, but not sitting there going like, oh, that person has it all together and I'm such a, such a not person having it all together. I think that's where you've got to call it quits. You can't go to that length with comparison on social media. So it's like, what's good for you? Where's your bar? I saw some pictures today of some amazing ladies in their late 40s, early 50s that, oh my goodness, did they have bodies? Woo! Abs and muscles, and they looked amazing. And I looked at those and didn't think, oh, I'm a fat slob and I wish I were more like them. I looked at those and thought to myself, the human body is amazing with great capacity to be very out of shape and very overweight and very not healthy. But that exact same body also has this capacity to be fit and strong and lean and energized. I mean, I think about the body sometimes, especially since I got into the beach body stuff, because I'm me. So it's not like I'm just going to, watch a bunch of programs and eat a bunch of supplements and not research any of that stuff and not understand how my body's working and reacting to it. So it's like I've been doing a lot of study the last year on our body and on health and what the body is capable of and the weird ways it's connected. Amy's actually taking a class in corrective movement. And one of the things she learned yesterday or the day before was about, how you breathe, whether you breathe from, your diaphragm or your shallow breathing actually connects to your ankle stability. I mean, these bodies that we have are incredible and bizarre and capable of so much. So, I mean, that's just me. That's where I'm motivated. That's where I'm feeling called and pushed in getting this little baby YouTube channel to grow and to flourish and to thrive and build a community here. Not just around tarot, but, around Disney a little bit, around just living life and having a good time, friendships, relationships, just life. Just obviously centered at the core, maybe around the tarot, just because that's what I'm called to do right now. But, there's so much more to life. There's so many facets. And so I'm looking forward to the channel growing and sharing all of this stuff with you. Hoping that this becomes a really cool feature on this channel and in your life and in my life. And like I said, I'm really looking forward to being able to do this live because it is a little silly right now because I'm just sitting here, rambling away. I hope that you've taken the opportunity, though, to have a drink, sit and chill, put your feet up. Pick out a word for January. What's your word? Don't have comments on the channel just yet. I'm still protecting the energy of the channel as I'm laying down some energy and work and protections and things. And we'll have the comments turned on sooner rather than later, but it's not time quite yet. But I hope that you're going to use this time to build some, just to like build a little core segment, a little moment in your day that's just for you. We're right at 19 minutes right now. I'm going to start to wrap up. Didn't get too far. Got some ears done. I'm going to finish these leaves right here. But like I said, put your feet up, get a drink, push the rest of the world out, take a few deep breaths, do something that you love to do, work on a crafting project or, get a coloring book, color with me, You don't have to color the whole page in one sitting. Obviously, I'm not going to. I'm getting her 2 ears done in this rosebud right here. And that'll be probably it for today. And going with my word of consistency for the month of January, I'm going to try to plan this into my kind of my daily routine for the month. And we'll see. You know, my guides have told me that if I'll just commit to the videos for 30 days, being very consistent with putting videos up every single day, that I'll see, you know, they'll be able to come in and the energy will change and the channel will grow and things will happen the way they're meant to. So I want to honor that. So showing up, you know, even if this feels a little weird, even if nobody watches this video in the beginning, I feel like showing up for the next 30 days, coloring, holding space for you to tell you that I see you and I love you and I want you to love yourself and be there for yourself and have this moment. So I'm holding that space for you so that you can put it in your day wherever it fits and we can just be together for a little while, you know? When I'm done with this, I'm going to do another tarot reading. I've got one up on the channel already for today. I'm going to do one other. I'm still not sure where the guides are calling me on that. But whatever you do with the rest of your day, I hope it is blessed. I hope that you're working towards your vision for the year. We have to break that down for the month. I encourage you to choose a word for the month. Like I said, mine's consistency. It's a word that scares me a little bit. I will be honest with you. Consistency is not my strong suit. You know, it's just not. Not in the way that I am very consistent in a lot of things, but not in the way that I'm viewing it in my head with getting these videos up and, you know, with what I want to change in my health, with, you know, this going vegan for a week and being more consistent in my workouts and stepping up in this area of my life. That's where I struggle. So that's what I'm going to focus on for the next 30 days. And I will be here sharing that with you all. And hopefully we'll get to a place where I can open these comments up and you can chat on these videos too. And we can share back and forth a little bit. Anyway, sending you my love and sending you peace and strength. And I hope that whatever it is that you need to accomplish today, that you're able to get that done. But I also hope that at the end of the day, you're able to look at the things that you didn't get done and be okay with it. And know that there's a tomorrow and everything's okay. Everything's on time. It all works out. It all works out. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you very much. And I shall see you on the next video.